You know, we're drawn to things that are symmetric, things where what's happening in some sense on the right-hand side mirrors what's happening on the left-hand side. We see that sometimes in people's faces, we see that in things around us, and now it turns out we can actually mathematically analyze things that have this feature, a feature of symmetry. So let's start off by talking about line symmetry. Line symmetry means that we have some kind of line upon which if we reflect an object, it actually lands right on top of itself. So it coincides with itself. So let's take a look at some figures and tell whether each figure has line symmetry. So here's the first figure. Is there a line upon which this figure is symmetric? Well, yeah, because you're attuned to it. The symmetry, you can't help it. It seems right there, doesn't it? If we were to consider the reflection of this shape along this line, we'd see that the image would actually coincide with the original. So in fact, yeah. What about any place else? Like what about here? It looks like that might be it, but you see it's not quite right. You see that over here, that part's sticking out, that part's sticking in. When you reflect it, it's not going to quite work actually perfectly well. In fact, if you try these other things, not very symmetric, this is the only line symmetry. So it has line symmetry, exactly one line symmetry. Let's take a look at another example. How about a lightning bolt? Maybe you've read stories where, in fact, people have lightning bolts on their foreheads. Well, is this symmetric or not? Well, can you see? That looks like it might be symmetric, but it's not, because if you actually were to look at the reflection over the line, this point would be way down here. That's not going to coincide. So even though it might seem like it is, that's not going to coincide. No. No line symmetry. Look at me. All right, how about this interesting, somewhat colorful shape? Well, actually, you can sense the symmetry here. There's actually a lot. So we have line symmetry here. That's 1. If we reflect around this line, we get a winner. Also here, so there's 2. Can you see any more? Check this one out. If you reflect right along here, the image will coincide with the original thing. And now that you see that one, you can certainly see this one. So this is very symmetric. There are 4 lines of symmetry. 1, 2, 3, 4. Very cool.